2K on this. Turned $50 into $200. Another 160 for the day that I. Alright, so I just finished negotiating a deal with a buyer on Facebook for a Moissanite watch. This Cartier right here. I get these for $500 and I resell them for $2,000. I just negotiated to sell this in for $550, and even then it's $50 profit. And just so you guys know, it's perfect quality. I'm gonna show you a video of it passing the diamond tester. See, I didn't mess with the settings or anything. Hold on. Boom. When you see all these jewelers overcharging for watches like these, Moissanite watches, whether it's AP, Cartier like this, whatever it is, they're getting it for so low, like around 500, and they're reselling it for like above like 10 to 20K. While I'm getting it for 500, I'm reselling these for like 2K. And on top of that, we just got this brand new gaming setup. Shipping label right here, PC right here, nice keyboard, mouse, and monitor right here. All thanks to reselling. And I remember years ago when I wanted a gaming PC and I couldn't afford it. And now all thanks to reselling, a few months of consistency, I've been able to hit 10K months consistently. I bought my own dream PC. I went out with some friends. Jetty Hustles, Ecom, we did a New York City trip, and we spent, I went on a $2,000 shopping spree. And on top of that, I just bought this new setup for like 2K, 3K. And now, like, life is just good, bro. This is what you get when you lock in with reselling. So if you want the supplies that I get all my products from, like my Moissanite watches, or my colognes, or my AirPods, whatever it is, then all you have to do is look in the link in the description, KennyResells.com. That's where all my supplies are that make me money right here. If you want any of these. Alright, so I just finished speaking to bro, and he said he's 10 minutes away, so I'm gonna meet him at the police precinct. Because whenever you're selling Moissanite, always make sure you sell your Moissanite at police precincts. Only if it's Moissanite watches, because with Moissanite watches, you're more likely to get robbed. So buy for 500, sell for 2K max. So I'm gonna go meet this guy. See you guys when I get there. There we go. Yeah, that's good quality. And then
you don't be having more?
Oh yeah,
I know my homies is gonna
I have
on
more,
Instagram.
Yeah.
All right,
I can diamond test it too if you want. Yep.
Oh shoot, it's real diamond.
You this BBS,
yeah.
You touch this shit, that shit gonna ring off the fucking meter.
Yeah, but you can tell fast
it down. Yeah, bro, this is great quality, man. Yeah. That's what I would know right away when I seen this if it was bullshit. You could just tell. It's good quality. Got the all right. So yeah, we could do it. You got Cash App, right?
I don't have. Could you do Zelle?
Oh, you don't have Cash App, bro?
I don't think it'll go through because mine is saying I need a sponsor.
What's that mean? I had to.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you, Toy. 120. We about to, you know what time it is now.
All right. Enjoy the watch.
Thank you,
enjoy
bro.
The watch. Yep. Now, as you guys can see, it's really that simple. You guys just watched the whole deal go through. The customer was happy. You saw how good the quality was. And that's what you get when you shop with my suppliers. And just off that one deal, I made $550 today. And then off another bag deal for a Nike bag, made $40 and I paid $20 for the bag. So I'm up a lot of money right now. And that's not even including my other sources of income, like my website where I supply products. So as you guys can see, $590 off meetups today at 16. What's great is I made all this money in less than 30 minutes of work. $590 for less than 30 minutes of work. If this isn't your sign to lock in and start reselling, I don't know what is. Because reselling is a $1 billion market and it's growing by millions every day. Some of you guys would think I'm just capping and I'm just saying this, but generally you could do your research. It's a $1 billion market and it's growing by millions every day. And it's simply just buying for low and selling for high. This is simple business. This is what businesses do all the time. They get products for extremely low and then they resell them for way higher. Any business you could think of, whether it's Costco, Walmart, Best Buy, whatever it is, they get their products from certain authenticated suppliers for low and they resell them for higher through retail prices, basically. And you could do the exact same thing. Maybe not on a large scale like them where they're making millions and billions of dollars, but you could do the exact same thing and secure a nice bag for yourself. I'm talking like 10K a month, just like I do at 16. Because if I do it, you could definitely do it. So I'm gonna go enjoy some food. Can I get Subway Club? Now I'm over here enjoying some Subway to reward myself for the day, since it is a school day and I have been craving some food. But also check this out: $800, almost $900 on this website, plus basically 600 from the meetup. So over 1.4k, all thanks to reselling at 16. Made all of this in a day. All right, I just did another bag meetup that I couldn't record, but another $45 for the day, and it's only about to be 8 p.m. And all I do is resell stuff like these colognes right here. I buy these for 20 and then resell them for 200. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. All these colognes are 20 for my cologne supplier. And I even resell other things like AirPods and AirPod Maxes. I get these for 90 and I resell them for $400. All right, now as you guys can see, it's a brand new day. I did that deal yesterday and now we're doing another deal for this time a Moissanite ring. I get these for only $50. They're made out of 925 sterling silver. So no fake silver, good metal. It won't turn green, it won't fade. It stays the same, it never goes bad. So I get these for 50 and I'm about to resell it for $200. And before you ask, does it pass the diamond tester? Yes, it does. It's made out of VVS Moissanite. And see, just look at this, bro. 1K days at 16. Life is good, the scenery here is good, sun is out, it's winter, Christmas is coming, Q4 reselling, most money to be made right now. And it's actually crazy when you think about it. A few months ago, I put $20 into a pair of AirPods, resold it for $140, and bought 7 more and resold all of those for way more and then kept on going. And now I'm here. You guys have seen my lifestyle. You guys see me go on trips to New York City, all the nice cars, all the nice dinners, shopping sprees, all the money. And all that was because of one little risk. And I decided to keep on doing reselling consistently. And now I'm here doing 1K days, making more than my teachers, making more without a job. It's crazy. And now you guys are about to see me make $200 off a $150 ring to start off the day. Just cashed out on a new VVS Moissanite ring. Just cashed out. Best quality.
What's up, y'all?
Now, as y'all can see, he just cashed out on the same Moissanite ring that I showed y'all. I just turned $50 into $200 in less than 10 minutes. So now, even if I don't make any sales, I just made $200 in 10 minutes. That's more than a regular 9 to 5. And honestly, if this doesn't show you that reselling works, I don't know what will. I show you how much money I make. I show you guys my life, my lifestyle, what I do with my money, all that. So that's a testament to the fact that reselling really does work. But luckily, we're not done yet. We're not gonna end the day with 200 because we have like 2 more meetups. And something tells me this is gonna be another 1K day that we have. All right, yeah, I did just wake up from a little nap and I got a bag sale, another meetup for $600. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna let you guys know how it goes. We're about to do this meetup right now, stepping on my house. All right, so we just closed the deal for the bag for $400. That's another $400. And see, it's really that light, bro. I'm telling you guys, extra $400 for the day. Keep in mind, I only paid $60 for that bag, and I get it from the luxury bag supplier at kennyresells.com. And so basically, it's just a website with all the best suppliers that I use to make money, to make 10K a month with reviews and other people results on the bottom of the website. And so if you want access to cologne or clothes or shoes or watches or bags or Moissanite watches, everything is here. So if you want access, it's linked in the description below. And you guys know I really do this shit for real, bro. Look, we have the Zero Drop and all the other colognes and all the other products right here. And low key, this is not like the biggest amount of stock I've had because I've just been selling out like crazy for Q4. I've been making so much money, and I feel like this upcoming month, December, this is where the most money is gonna be made because it's Q4 holiday shopping, bro. A lot of people are gonna be spending a lot of money on gifts, bro. You see this stack right here? I'm gonna make like 5 times that. And this is like what? This is like, I think like 7K in the stack right here. So do the math, 5 times that. I've been consistently doing like 10K months. I feel like this December I can maybe do like 15K a month, maybe even 20K a month. But look, we got the luxury jackets up there, some Nike Elites, colognes, AirPod Maxes, shoes, bags for women, designer bags. I really do this shit for real. Then we got the clones, the receipts, everything. We will be shipping out some orders, and they're gonna be from 2 separate like places. So we're gonna be shipping out some orders for another reseller. Since my supplier does send them with receipts, high quality receipts. He got 2 Zerjov Epicures and 2 Tom Ford Lost Cherries, and they say I paid $700 for these. And if you go to the website, these are the actual real prices. And fun fact, when you scan this right here, it does work. Let me show you proof. It's a camera app, and then you put it on the little barcode thing, the little QR code, I mean. And then what you see is it takes you to the app store so you could download the Supplier app. See, no other supplier has this much attention to detail. Everything is perfect about the receipts and the product itself. So now I'm gonna put you guys onto some games. So whenever you're shipping something and you're not using a marketplace like OfferUp or Depop or eBay for shipping, you want to use something like Pirate Ship so you can make your own shipping labels. So now for this customer, I'm going to make the shipping label and then I'm going to pack up the order. Now, as you guys can see, here's the actual shipping label. I'm going to have to cover it up for privacy reasons because you can't see his address or my address. But look, you go to Pirate Ship, you put in all the information from your side, and then boom. And just like that, the shipping label is made. Now we got to take the shipping label and put on the box and package up the colognes. First thing you need is your bubble wrap. You only really need bubble wrap when you're shipping out fragile things like colognes because these can crack while they're getting shipping. Because keep in mind, like whenever colognes are getting shipped, these are glass, so they're going all over the place in the box. The box is rolling around on the truck, in the plane, and whatever. So these do have a chance of getting cracked if you're not using protection. So that's why we use protection when we're shipping out these colognes. So you put in the bubble wrap. And he also wants them to come with receipts, so I will be giving him the receipts that I got from my cologne supplier. So, boom. And now that that's packaged up, we want to make sure we put tape over the bubble wrap so it all stays in one place and so the cologne doesn't like slip out of the bubble wrap or anything. So we do this. Boom. And get the box cutter knife. Ah, shit. All right, that wasn't very smooth, but and just like that, we have 2 bottles of cologne secured. These are not gonna crack at all in transportation. Now we're gonna put it inside the box. Easy. And then next we have the 2 Zerjoff Herba Puras. These have like a nice fruity sweet smell. If I had to make like a top 3 best smelling colognes that I like from my cologne supplier, I'd say Baccarat is probably at 1, Zerjoff is at 2, and then 3 is Creed. So now since these Zerjoff Herba Puras are a little bit bigger, I'm gonna just package these up individually with the bubble wrap. If it does crack, I would give him a refund. Like, I'm not a scumbag or anything. I'm not like these lame-ass resellers who say, buy my mentorship, I'll teach you for 3K and scale you to 10K a month, when these resellers don't even resell themselves. How are they going to take you to 10K a month when they haven't even touched 10K a month off reselling purely? Yeah, these guys are doing 10K a month. Some of them are doing 50K, 70K a month, but they don't do that off reselling. They do that off content. Right now, I don't sell a mentorship because I'm just trying to build up my personal brand and document my journey with reselling to like 20K, 30K, 50K a month, whatever it is. Because I know those numbers are really possible, because if there's other people doing it, then it's definitely possible for me. So this low-key might not fit, so I think I'm probably going to need a bigger box. But good thing, when you're a reseller, you just stockpile a bunch of boxes and a bunch of product. So it is whatever. So I don't really have to pay for boxes, because whenever I get any cologne or like product in general from suppliers, I just keep the boxes just in case, because nobody wants to spend extra money on shipping when you could just, you know, keep what you get and then reuse that for shipping. And then on top of that, just look at the payment notifications, bro. I'm getting paid every single day at 16. What people are making working a 9 to 5 in like a week or 2 weeks, I'm making that in a day or 2 days, all because of reselling. And that's what reselling gives you. It gives you financial freedom. Why work 1 hour for $15 when I make 10 times that with 1 meetup or 1 order? It doesn't make sense. And it doesn't have to only be reselling. This is the new world we live in, bro. You can make a bunch of money from your phone, whether it's ecom, day trading, whatever. I'm 16 getting rich off my phone, all because of one $20 risk. I took the risk. I bought one $20 AirPod. I sold it for $140, bought more, sold those, bought more, sold those, and then I kept on doing it. Got into different products, as you can see. I expanded into colognes, watches, Moissanite watches, clothes, and now I'm here a few months later, all because I stayed consistent making this much money. So that should show to you guys that anything is possible if you put your mind to it, bro. If you stay consistent and you see results, and even if you don't see results, just stay consistent, because if you just start reselling and your first month you don't make 10K a month, that's fine, bro. I didn't make 10K my first month. No reseller makes 10K their first month. That's completely fine. Everybody's journey is different. So with the amount of money I'm making at 16, bro, there's not really much I can do. Like, I'm gonna start helping out with bills soon. You guys are gonna see. I might post a video of me giving my mom, money to help with the rent. Probably give her like 10K, 5K, whatever, to help with the rent. I don't know. But with all this money, it gets to a point like, what do you do with all the money if you're so young making all this money? Because there's only so much I could do. Like, I could buy clothes, okay, fine, but there's only so much you could spend your money on. And I don't say this to brag, but like, it's really a blessing, because whatever you work for, you're gonna get if you just stay consistent. So now it's gotten to the point where I feel like I'm just gonna stack my money, and then whenever I need to spend it on something, I'm gonna spend it. Like, for example, I could just buy food without looking at the price. Or whenever I go out with my friends, I'll buy them food. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, if you're eating, you got to make sure your friends and your family eat, right? You don't want to be greedy. You don't want to forget about them. You don't want to slime out your day ones, basically. Take care of them. Try and elevate them. Try and put them on. But if they don't do anything with the sauce, then it's up to them, bro. But at the end of the day, keep being consistent. And so I feel like I'm in a stage in my life where, I'm making way more than the average person that I know. I'm making more than my teachers. I'm making more than any other 16-year-old, 17-year-old that I know. So I feel like I'm just going to stack up and save. I might have a big trip coming up soon. You guys seen a New York City trip with Jetty and Ecom, but we may have something big coming up. We're 16, enjoy our youth. We have all this money. We better enjoy it, Life is only so short. If you make a bunch of money, use it, enjoy it, make the world better, take care of those that you love, take care of your friends, So that's what we've been doing, and we're going to use some of that money to, make some crazy trips. And so I feel like I'm probably going to stack up and save for a car. I'm a pretty big BMW and AMG guy, but I feel like I'm low-key leaning towards AMG. As soon as I turn 18, I want a CLE 53 AMG, or maybe a M3 comp or an M4 comp. But low-key, if I could, I would get both, because why not, All it takes is locking in and taking the first step, and you could really be making all this money right here. All right, this box is way bigger, so it should fit. So first, we're going to let the Zerjoff go in. Boom. Receipt. Boom. Another receipt. Boom. And then another Zerjoff. Boom. And then finally, the Tom Fords, and boom. Then you close it. Then you get your tape, and then you put the tape over the box. And now you gotta get the shipping label and put it on the box. If you just take a box and you put random items in it, and then you take it to the post office without a shipping label, they will not take your package. You need to get a shipping label. So either you can make it at your house, or you could go to the post office and have them make it for you, whether you have a QR code or whatever. But if you want to go to the USPS and get your own shipping label, you can do that, but it will cost more money. So that's why I use Pirate Ship, so I could just make the shipping labels at home with my shipping label printer. So you take the shipping label and then you put it on the box. Make sure you put it on a flat surface. You don't want something that's rounded, or it might probably, mess up your package. And now this one package is ready. And now, as you guys can see, these are all the packages right here that I'm going to take to the post office in a little bit. But, pretty easy. This only took me like 5 minutes to 10 minutes of work. And now all these packages right here, I'm going to turn into pure cold cash. On the orders alone, that's $610 that I just made that I'm about to ship out. So if we do the math and we look at the packages, that package 80, that package 50, and this package 400. All right, now as you guys can see, we have 2 eBay orders that we have to ship out. Now look, we have 2 orders right here. These glasses, I get these for $15, by the way, for my sunglasses supplier. And as you guys can see, I literally sold them for $82. I turned 15 into $82 with these products right here. So you guys already know the name of the game. I'm going to get shipping labels for these 2 products, and then I'm going to ship them out separately. This is just my second eBay account. I have another one that's older that I do a little bit more business on, but I made 4K on that other eBay account in a week. This is a brand new one, but look, 2K on this one in almost a week. I just started reselling on this one too, but 2K on one eBay account in a week, and then I made 4K on this eBay account right here. So do the math on that too. That's 6K in a week off eBay, and that was a pretty good week. And that's what I'm just saying, bro. It's Q4. This is the best time for resellers. This is where the most money is going to be made. Once you get a sale, just take the QR code on eBay that it gives you. Take the QR code, then take your package to the post office, and then they're gonna scan it for you, make the shipping label, and then it's done. You give them the package after they make the shipping label, and then they take it to the customer, and then once it gets to the customer, you get paid. All right, now that I got the shipping labels, I am gonna have to like use these little like black poly mailer bags because I don't have something that's big enough to fit these, because the other things that I have, they're either too big or too small. I don't want to use the big boxes because I'm trying to save those for big bulk orders that I just got like right now. So I'm gonna use this and this. So here's how it goes. Now that is both of them. Then we got to get the shipping labels and put them on both packages. I'm gonna rip them apart. Okay. So with eBay, how it works is you're gonna have the option to either make your own shipping label or just pay for a shipping label. I really prefer you just pay for a shipping label at eBay because they do help you save some money on your shipping labels. So purchase a shipping label. Whenever you get a sale, you have the option to purchase a shipping label. So now I'm gonna click print on the computer and it's gonna print out. Boom, that's one shipping label. Now I have another shipping label I gotta make for the second order on eBay, and then that's 2 shipping labels. But I'm not gonna say too much else. It's time to take these packages to the post office, and I will see you guys soon.
Love my mom.
Okay. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, it's really so easy, bro. It's really easy. And see, I hope you guys are really getting the hang of it. This is how I'm able to make 10K a month at 16. It's really not that hard. I feel like when I first started, I kind of overcomplicated it. I was thinking, what product should I sell? Where am I going to sell it? How much am I going to make? What should I do? I was overcomplicating it when... Okay. All right, so now that we do have the packaging, it's time to unbox it. I'm not sure if these are the Cologne or the AirPods, but based off like how it feels and how much weight there is in it, I could tell that it's probably the Cologne, so we're gonna unbox it right now. All right. I'm not really sure why he sent in like this Amazon box, because I never really use Amazon boxes, but look, as you guys can see, it has a little bubble wrap. Keep the clones protected, because sometimes what bad vendors will do is they'll ship it to you, right? But then they won't put any protection or any bubble wrap, so it just comes cracked. And I've heard some vendors, when the cologne gets cracked, they don't even send refunds or like a replacement. So that's why you need a good trusted vendor, because let's say my vendor sends you cracked colognes. You're going to get a refund, or they're either going to send a replacement depending on what you want. But that won't happen in the first place, because they always make sure it comes secured just with the bubble wrap right here. So also, quick fit check. Eric Emanuel shorts from my clothing supplier. Best quality in the game, bro. Passes, everything. Great quality. And that's another way you know your quality is actually good, because if your quality is good, you're going to use it. Just like I use my colognes. Because it's like, if your quality was terrible, you wouldn't be using it. But if your quality is good, you're going to use it. If your cologne smell good, you're going to use it. If your cologne smell bad, you're not going to use it. Get what I mean? So, we're going to take these out. And you guys already know, we got the Baccarat. This is the best seller. And yeah, some people might say it's saturated, but at the end of the day, it's Baccarat, bro. This is one of the most popular colognes out there for men and females, since it's unisex. And that's one of the reasons I'm able to make so much money off cologne reselling. If you were to ask me what cologne I've sold the most of in my whole reselling journey, I'm going to have to say it's Baccarat. And then second, I'm going to have to say Creed. And then third, I'm going to have to say like the Tom Fords. So I get these for $20, and I resell them from anywhere from $100 to $300. Now, since you know people have kind of like started reselling, you can't really sell these for $300 in general. But I say you could sell these from anywhere from like $100 to $200, with $150 being the sweet spot. You can sell these for $150 all day, every day. And I know this because I'm able to do the exact same thing. So Baccarat, we will try 40. Then we got the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. This is really good. It's unisex, so men and women can wear it. So that's even better, because you're going to have more customers. Because if you're only selling a female perfume, only females are going to buy it. You get what I mean? But if you get something that's unisex, like this or like this, that's why they sell so good, because both females and men can buy it. And female products are way more unsaturated, because females don't get catered to a lot when it comes to reselling. Because a lot of resellers don't think to sell female products. Let's say female perfumes. Nobody really sells Miss Dior. Miss Dior is a good selling perfume. I just put you guys on. So Miss Dior does good, and other female products that you can do your research on. If I was you, I'd go on TikTok and just search up popular female perfumes. See which one sells for high prices, so you can get them for $20 and then resell them for like $150 or $200, depending on how high they are, right? Because retail, this Baccarat is like $500. And back in reselling prime, when people were just starting reselling, they could sell you for like $200 to $300 really easily. Now it's gotten a little bit harder. That's where receipts come in. My vendor sends these cologne with receipts saying I paid $500 for them from the store. And so this baccarat that I paid $20 for, this receipt says I paid $500 for. So when you show this to a customer and they're like, I don't know, you easily show it to them and then they'll take it. And it's a win-win either way because the quality is already good. But with most resellers, they sell it sealed, which is fine. Or you can sell it unsealed. It really depends on what you want to do. If you want to take it out the box, like this, for example, you could take it out the box. Maybe you want to spray it or whatever. It's fine. You can still sell it. You're probably just gonna be able to sell it for a little bit less though because it's already open. But still, you can still sell it for pretty high. So next we got the initial side effect. This is the Duke Dennis cologne. He wears this cologne. That's why it's pretty popular. A few months ago it blew up because Duke Dennis started talking about this, saying this is the cologne he wears. So it's Q4 now. This is gonna do pretty well. There's a lot of teenager kids who know about this cologne. Whether it's Dior Sauvage does pretty good, Creative Ventures does pretty good, John Paul Gaultier. These colognes are all popular amongst a lot of teenager boys. So what do you think they're gonna buy? Colognes like this and John Paul Gaultier and all these other colognes. But this does pretty good, and it's more on the high end, so you can sell it for higher. I'd say sell it for like $150 because you're going for a lot on eBay too. And so it even comes with papers too. A lot of cologne vendors don't go the extra step of giving you like the papers for cologne or making sure everything is legit. But look, it comes with the papers, the little side effects certificate. It even says the website of the initial, and so that's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice detail. A lot of cologne vendors don't do that. They just simply make the product, and it might be terrible quality, it might smell bad, or it might be missing some things. And then just like that, you lost out on a lot of money, or you just lost out on a sale. Because I remember when I was first starting out, I had bad vendors, right? Sometimes I would get scammed, sometimes I wouldn't even get the product, or sometimes the quality would be bad. For example, I had one cologne that came in and it smelled like cat piss. So it's like at that point, I can't even sell it because nobody's gonna buy it. I wanted to sell it for like $150. It was a Creative Ventures. I bought it for like $30, and then I opened it, smelled it, and it smelled like cat piss. So I'm like, I can't even sell this. So I had to just throw it away. Initial side effect: buy for $20, resell for $100 to $200. Usually, even if you could sell a cologne for $100, that's still good profit, bro. Because keep that in mind. If you could sell 10 colognes a month, which is pretty easy, for $100, and you're getting them for $20, do the math on that. You're paying $200 for 10 colognes, and you're reselling each cologne for $100, bare minimum. If you're struggling to get sales at $100, then take it down to $80, and it'll sell no problem. But if you're selling them for $100, you sell 10 colognes for $100. Boom. That's an easy 1K. You paid $200 and you turned that $200 into $1K off reselling colognes like this that you get for $20 and resell for $100. And you guys know I'm not lying because you guys know I actually resell for real. You guys see this money right here. You guys see it's real. Now in my reselling journey, at the part where I'm at, bare minimum, I'm hitting $200 a day. That's the bare minimum. A good day, I've done 1K days before, and those have you feeling pretty good. But $200 in a day as a 16-year-old that doesn't work a job, that's pretty amazing considering the fact some kids work at McDonald's, some 17-year-olds work at McDonald's or Western Beef or whatever it is, and they make $200 in a week, whereas I'm making in a day with less than like 30 minutes of work. That's insane. But look, the initial side effect right here, it says I paid $435 for it. $435 for the initial side effect right here. And it's crazy the attention to detail that these vendors have. And then even then, look, some people like to say that these one-to-one colognes smell bad or they're bad quality, but the truth is, people who say that have never even tried one-to-one colognes or even have a good vendor, because these colognes can be pretty good depending on what vendor you get them from. And since I have the best vendors in the game and I've been reselling for almost a year now, I can tell you from experience, I've gone through a bunch of bad vendors and good vendors, and it's the best cologne vendor out there. Now, this is the moment of truth. We also got to see if it does have working serial numbers, because some customers are like legit like cologne freaks, and they know every single thing about cologne. But where some cologne vendors go wrong is sometimes the cologne barcode right here does not pass. So we're gonna be checking two websites. There's two primary websites that you could check these colognes with, and one is CheckFresh, and the second one is eBay. So when you go to eBay and you go to the search bar, right? Let me show you guys. There's a little camera thing. There's a little camera icon that you could click. So you click that, and then boom, you put it on the barcode on whatever cologne you're trying to scan. So in this case, I'm scanning Baccarat, so I'm gonna scan it. And boom. And look at that. It does pass. The serial numbers do work. And you guys can see these are going for $300 on eBay. There's resellers on eBay selling these for $300. But at the end of the day, we all know they're all getting it for $20 and reselling it for $300. This one, $250. This one, $375. Just look at the prices. So if you're watching this video and you still think it's hard to make money with reselling, it's really not. It's as easy as contacting the supplier, ordering the product, and then putting it up on eBay once you take a few pictures. And then you wait a little bit, and then once you get a sale, then you just have to ship it out. And then once it arrives to the buyer, which might take like 1-2 days, or maybe just a little bit longer, then you get paid out. It goes straight to your bank account. Or if you're a minor, let's say, because I know when I was first starting out, I didn't have a bank account. So if you want, you could have it get sent to, your sister's account or your brother's account, depending on how old they are, or if they have a bank account, right? If you have a brother or any family member or your dad or your mom that has a bank account and you just ask them, hey, mom, dad, brother, sister, can I use your bank account for my eBay? Most likely they'll say yes, and then simple. And just keep on using their bank account for all these marketplace apps until you get your own bank account. And that's what I did. When I was first starting out, I used my last $20, right? And then once I started scaling up and I got onto online marketplace apps and I didn't have a bank account, I used my dad's bank account for a little bit. And then once I started making crazy money, I just got my own bank account, and now I'm just repeatedly stacking a bunch of money. And now there's these little numbers on the Baccarat box that says 23123. These are like the little like serial numbers on the bottom of the box that you could take to CheckFresh and like put them in, and then it'll show you when it was made. So we're gonna go to CheckFresh on my phone right now and see. Okay, so choose the brand. Moissanite Francis Kurgian. That's the name of the brand. 23123. And boom, it says it was made 2 years and 6 months ago. If that doesn't show you the quality is top notch, I don't know what will. Because look, it says it was made 2 years and 6 months ago. And so just put the little serial numbers in right here on the bottom, and then you're good. The quality speaks for itself, bro. That's how I've been able to make so much money off reselling at only 16. So that's 2 ways you can verify the quality of the product to a customer. Whenever a customer is unsure whether to buy your product or not, that's 2 ways you can verify it. No, actually 3, because 1, you have the receipt to use, and then you could go to eBay and also scan it. That's the second one. And then 3rd, you could also go to CheckFresh and use the serial numbers at the bottom to prove that your product is actually good quality and legit. And it's crazy how much of a steal this is. For only $20, you get all this stuff to resell your products for. And low key, if I was just starting out, I would think that to get this good quality, it would be way more, like probably like $50 each from the vendor. But it's only $20. That's crazy. When the truth is, you just need to take it one step at a time. Buy the supplier, buy the product, list it up on Facebook, eBay, OfferUp, wait until you get a sale, then sell it. Whether it's a meetup or you have to ship it. But it's really that easy, bro. And then as you make more money, get more products, then you could scale from there. And then you could start doing online sales and start making way more money. I know absolute dumbasses making $20K a month with reselling. If they could do it, you can do it. Because reselling is one of those side hustles where you don't need to be crazy smart. You just got to put in the work and you'll be fine. And you got to work hard and you got to work smart. If you can do those 2 things for long periods of time, you'll be successful. Because I'm a prime example. Let's say when I started out with those $20 AirPods in January, I used my last 20, flipped those, and then let's say I got a few more AirPods, and then I stopped at 1K. I would not be here. I would not have this PC. I would not have all this money right here. I would not be making all of these sales. I wouldn't. But I kept on going. I stayed consistent, and now I'm consistently making $10K a month, and now I'm financially stable. I can help out with the rent in my house. I can help out with the bills. I dropped $2K on dinner with my boys. I dropped $1K on a New York City trip with Jetty and Ecom. This is my life now. And then I'm about to go on another trip, all thanks to reselling. So if I didn't stay consistent, if I didn't keep going, I wouldn't have any of this stuff. Sure, I probably would have had 1K. That 1K would have been gone in like a week because I have crazy spending habits. But at the end of the day, more money, more problems. The more money you spend, the more money you gotta make. Because I'm the type of person where I don't try and save more money. I try and make more money so I can spend more money. So I have crazy spending habits. Sometimes I'll just go out and spend money without looking at the price. That's just what I do because I don't like feeling like I'm financially boxed in. You got to be free with your money. That's what I like to call having like a brokey mindset. You need to just spend money like you're going to make way more. And you're sub-communicating to the universe that you're confident in the fact that you're going to make more money. And that's a good thing to have. So if you're spending 10K a month, now you got to make 30K a month. And then if you guys look at the other store, I literally made $102 with only 4 orders. This is completely passive income. And even though it says yesterday, I don't know why it says yesterday because it was today, but still, I made $102 off one of my stores with only 4 orders. This is all passive income. I'm going to ship out these orders later. And on top of that, I did just forget I got a pre-order for a bunch of colognes for $160 from another bulk buyer of mine. So that's an easy $160 for another bulk order that I'm gonna ship later. If this doesn't prove to you how easy reselling is, I don't know what will. This is literally passive income. That's another $160 for the day that I forgot about. And they should be here in a few days because, you know, the shipping from my clothing supplier is pretty fast. So just gotta wait for a little bit and it will get here. I'm getting this for one of my Moissanite bulk buyers. He wanted a watch like this, so I'm getting it for him. And this one is so tough, I might just get this as a personal. That's one of the upsides of having suppliers for everything. You can just rock it until they sell. Once they sell, though, it's kind of sad. But at the same time, if you make enough money, just get one for yourself. Get a personal. But look at the quality on that. And look, it's see-through through the back, too. So you can see all the automatic movement and everything. And then as you guys can see here, I've also been texting my AirPod vendor and I ordered 20 AirPods for $310. So if you guys do the math on that, that's $15.50 for each AirPod. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And so imagine you resell those for $80. Insane. And on top of that, you guys already know I am logged in with the watch vendor. How it works is basically you go to their catalog and you take a screenshot of whatever watch you want. But in my case, I just prefer it way easier to just go to TikTok or Instagram or wherever, or just search it up online and then look for watches, then take a screenshot and then send it to the vendor, and then they're gonna tell you if they have it in stock. So in my case, I'm gonna be getting these watches soon to resell. So as you guys can see right here, a Rolex Submariner, a nice Datejust right here, a nice AP Royal Oak, and then a skeleton. I do like skeletons, and then this too. This is tough. So I just send screenshots of what I want to my vendor, and then if they have it, they have it, and then I buy it. It's extremely important that it's easy for you and your vendor or supplier to communicate. So, you know, everything is way more just faster and easier, and there's no hassle. I just dropped $370 on some clothes for myself. A little treat for myself, you know, for all my work, all thanks to reselling. This is not all of it, but it's just a little bit. But as you guys can see, we got some nice clothes on the way. We got some sweatpants, some hoodies, a nice little North Face jacket, some chrome hearts, and these do pretty good on Depop. So I get these for 30 and I can resell these for like 100 on Depop. I'm not really a Depop guy. You guys know, if you guys know me, you guys know I do way better on eBay. But if you're a really good reseller, you gotta be good. You gotta be good on every single platform. So I will be getting into Depop more. So I might be selling these two on eBay. It depends. I gotta see, but low key I might just keep them and then order another one separate so I can resell those on Depop. But the shipping is pretty fast too. It takes 4 to 6 days, and while the total price comes up to $355, if you guys know anything about chrome hearts, you guys know these are hella expensive. I'm not really sure of the prices of these, but I know like chrome heart hoodies can go up to like thousands of dollars. So $355 for this whole thing, that's still a steal. Let alone the North Face and the polo hoodies and the essentials, that's still a crazy ass steal right there. Because if I paid retail price for all of these, I would have been paying thousands of dollars for these simple clothes right here, but I'm only gonna pay $355.